Hello, everyone, and welcome to my first video about, I guess, a book review. I mean, plenty of people do book reviews. I probably should have started this a while ago when I was reading other books. Granted, the books that I've read, like, the videos of the books that I've read, I've given an honest opinion, like, before I read them, because I already read them and I liked them a lot, or after I read them. So this time I read something not on, not I didn't record it. I could record it though. Depending on if there's interest, like I know people want to get more recording of things, but I don't know like what books everybody likes or wants to. Although I guess at the same time recording them works out fine because then you can learn about a book maybe that you've never heard of before and that you'd like to see. Also, I forgot to turn on my light. Don't worry about that. Anyway, so the book that I went through is as you guys know, one of my favorite authors is Terry Pratchett, and this is a book that was actually co-written by Terry Pratchett and Stephen Baxter called The Long Earth. It is the first in a 5-series set of books. And it is sci-fi, and it is not like Pratchett's other works, like especially the Discworld books, which are very satirical, very comedic, but also still like serious about specific things and also very fantastical. This is not. There is humor in it, but it's not quite the same kind of humor. And it's a little bit of a slow burn. It kind of reminds me, honestly, of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, because of because of the two main characters' interactions kind of reminded me of the interactions of the main character in that and the captain. But it was quite good. Like I was reading this book because I was like, I need to read book before I go to bed, and that'll help me sleep better. The only problem is I kept wanting to know what was happening next, so I'd read way too much, and then it was like past midnight, and I'm like, okay, I really have to go to bed. So, very good. Enjoyed it quite a bit. It might be a little slow for some people, but it does build up, and there's a lot like going on. It's pretty interesting how everything ties together because it has some kind of it's kind of fragmented out at parts where you'll kind of jump to another perspective, and then you kind of see how those mesh together and all that. My only true regret about this book is the fact that, like I said, this is the first in a 5-book series, and I only own book 1 and book 4. So I'm going to have to go ahead and check out Half Price books. Somebody mentioned finding it on the Kindle, and I can get it on the Kindle, but also like since I already have these 2 physical books, I kind of want to get the rest of the set. So I'm going to have to find Half Price books. But I would highly recommend it if you're into sci-fi or Pratchett in general. Can't say much about Stephen Baxter. Don't know much about the man or his works, but I did enjoy this book, so I feel like he's probably a pretty good author as well. Well, yeah, final thoughts. Quite good, and it definitely, I will say, it ends on a cliffhanger, so I really need to get that second book and figure things out. But yeah, that's my review of The Long Earth. It's quite good, and I'd highly recommend it to anybody who likes sci-fi or kind of like adventure-y type things and would like well, I say a quick read. It's about 336 pages? 336. Yeah. So, but it's not, I finished it in about 4 days because I did like 70 plus pages per day, and the last day I just like blitzed it because I was like, I need to know how this ends. But yeah, I'll let you guys know what's up. I'll look around for the other books in Half Price books or just other bookstores. We'll see. But let me know in the comments if you guys want me to like if you want me to do like an audiobooky type thing like I've been doing. Because honestly, if I could just make it like a straight up audiobook on the site, I would. But YouTube doesn't really do that. I'd probably have to use like a podcasty type site for that. And I haven't really looked into that too much. Like people have talked before about doing a podcast, but I'm like, I don't even know what I talk about. But I guess most podcasts, they just kind of talk about whatever. But yeah, just let me know or give me book recommendations yourself of things you like or would think that I might enjoy or should check out. Thanks.